Regularly scheduled programming will not be seen at this time, so that we may bring you this Mardi Gras special. The faces of Mardi Gras rarely change, but the people sure do. They come from all over the world to watch the parades and catch the treasures that might come their way. And from the beginning, Channel 6 has been there, bringing New Orleans a glimpse of the party going on just outside of their living rooms. Live from Canal Street, live from Bourbon Street, live from Metairie, live from Uptown, live from Gallier Hall, live from Lee Circle, and live from Thibodaux. It's Mardi Gras 98. Now, let's catch all the action with the Channel 6 News crew.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Mardi Gras 1998, the pinnacle of Carnival. We're here to make sure you have a roaring good time. It is a fantastic day. Our royal meteorologist, Dan Milham, has decreed it a 10. The crowds are already bigger than they were last year. In fact, city officials predict that Mardi Gras 1998 could be a record year.
And if you haven't figured it out by now, I'm Dorothy. This is the Cowardly Lion, and our royal meteorologist, Dan Milham, is the Scarecrow. So let's go down on the street and see what the Scarecrow has found today. Hey, Dan.
Hey, guys. I hope everybody remembers to bring the sunscreen. That sun is out and looks like it's going to stay out. And that means a lot of people. That's why we're on Canal Street, because we want to talk to people like these people here. Where are you from?
Seattle, Washington.
What day did you get in town?
Last Friday.
You been partying since then?
Non-stop.
Oh, that's the idea. Is this your first Mardi Gras?
Nah, second one.
And it's everything you hoped?
And more.
Oh, I love it. We'll be finding more and more people who probably have the same sentiments. Norman, Susan, it's just the beginning of what looks like a great day.
Oh, it is, Dan, and he's not in Kansas anymore. He's in Mardi Gras here at Canal Street.
Yes, he is, as we are all at the Mardi Gras celebration. Now, let's boogie on up to St. Charles at Lee Circle, where Margaret Orr and Heath Allen are holding court. How you doing, guys?
Hey, we're right here on St. Charles Avenue. Turo's not too far away. There is a big crowd of people, but you know what, Norman? I'm not seeing that many costumes, but hey, we're here. Heath, you are looking fabulous. You were a cowboy last year.
Yeah, well, you know, once you get a good thing going, I'm missing the cotton candy here. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Let me tell you, the queen of cotton candy went skiing in Sugarland. I just wanted you to know she may make another appearance another day, so don't worry.
Look at that, there's a guy dressed as a police officer. I'm standing up on the podium a second ago and I hear, hey, Heath. I turn around and it's my sister, for Pete's sake. In New Orleans for Mardi Gras?
I'm here in New Orleans for Mardi Gras.
And you married a pirate there?
She let me come too, yeah.
Aye, laddie. He's actually from here, and they bring over here, this is Arden and Ed Dufio, by the way. They bring Dave Mason over here, and he's got our first great costume. Come here, Mary Catherine. She's the last unicorn. You know what, here on St. Charles Street, this is all about families. You can come down here with your family, and you can enjoy yourself like Dave and Mary Catherine and the last unicorn. Is she cute or what? My sister's pretty cute, too, but I mean...
I think so.
The only one that would have me, Margaret.
Well, you know, we have seen some great costumes. We've got to tell you about the stores that have closed. We saw Krause.
Where are they?
We saw all kinds of stores that have closed. And then there was the King of Chains, and the King of Chains is apparently moving in. We also saw Monica Lipinski.
But you can't talk about what she was doing.
Well, all I saw were some lips.
Oh, okay. Well.
And then I see some sharks. Wait, a family of sharks.
Come here, shark.
You guys.
Hey, come here.
Come on. I mean, they're big sharks. There are little sharks. Watch out. Shark attack.
Hey, shark. Where are y'all from?
Mandeville.
Really? Would you swim?
New Orleans originally. All the way.
How many sharks are there?
It's actually a stingray.
I'm not sure.
There are lots of sharks. There's stingrays. Hey, we're going to have a great time right here on St. Charles Avenue, huh, Cowboy?
I think so. This is Annie Oakley, by the way. And you know something? Last year, Norman, you wore the Batman costume a week after it was over. You can't get away with the lion, okay?
Listen, I've got my royal proclamation of courage. I can get away with anything.
Okay.
Go, baby.
We've got a lot of people out in cute costumes today. Let's see what Ken Jones and Susan Roberts are wearing up at Lee Circle. Hey, guys.
We said drink a little more.
Hey, you'll see more dogs. Hey, we're
talking amongst ourselves and having a good time out here.
That's right. I'm Sonny.
I'm Cher. We found 4 of the 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, where you guys from out here?
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia? And you're from?
New Orleans.
You're from?
Nova Scotia.
And how come there's only 4 of you?
The others are following.
Okay.
You have to drink more, and then you'll see more of us.
You'll see more.
All right. There'll be 101 of you later, huh?
So what do you think of Mardi Gras so far?
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah, they've been showing us around. We've seen 14 parades up till now.
And we've eaten in the best restaurants in the world. Yeah. We take them out to eat the best places. So.
This is great. Yeah,
Okay, well,
wonderful.
good job. You guys are great.
Well, thanks very much.
You guys are great, too.
Thank you very much.
Happy Mardi Gras. Hi, Mom.
See y'all later.
4 of the 101 Dalmatians here at
cute.
Lee Circle. They're very cute.
The best costume so far I saw walking by was a parking ticket. This guy had a parking ticket shredded on his head, and then he had about literally probably all of my old parking tickets taped to his body all over. He was great.
Yeah, he was. We saw a lot of sights. We saw a couple of mohairs walking down the street, too.
Yeah, we did Mossmen. I think there were these big yellow wigs. They were hilarious.
That's right.
But so far, no one's had a problem guessing who we are.
No, I'm Sonny, and this is Cher.
And I'm Cher.
And Sonny, we loved him so much. Even though he passed away, this is our tribute to him, right?
Right, and people have said, you know, Sonny passed away, and we say, we know that, and Sonny would get a kick out of this. He would think this was great.
That's right.
He would love it.
All right, right now we're going to send it back to Norman and Susan. Let's send it back to you.
We think you look like Ike and Tina Turner, actually, Ken. They're having...
We're all having a lot of fun today, Susan, and I tell you what, it is a great day for costumes. That's the first time I think we got to look at their costume. It's a pretty unique idea. Now, you know, St. Charles Avenue and Gallier Hall is the traditional place where city officials receive the carnival royalty. And Richard Angelico and Stephanie Boswell are there to cover the action. Hi, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty
It's great.
cool.
It's great here at Gallier Hall. The half-fast marching band just came through with Pete Fountain and John Goodman. The crowd went wild. Zulus a few minutes behind them. Of course, we say a few minutes. You know how Zulu is. Could be a few hours, but they say I'll be here in about a half hour or so. And we're cowgirl and cowboy. This little heifer here is Stephanie Boswell.
Hey, watch it, watch it. I was going to wear a cow outfit, but I got too many obscene comments, so I decided to go as a cowgirl. We're having a great time here. We're here with the important people, as Norman just said, with all the politicians from the city who really are getting great aid treatment, and we expect to get a lot of throws while we're here because of the cameras and because of the mayor and the city council people are going to get a lot of good throws, and we'll bring you back some if you don't get them over where you're at.
That's right, and I'm a United States Marshal here, and they don't throw us some beads, we'll just confiscate them. So,
and he has got a gun on him, so if we really don't get him, we'll shoot a few people, huh?
That's right. We're going to get some beads here, and we're going to get some coconuts pretty soon.
You're going to hold them up for some coconuts.
Hold them up for some
coconuts. That's the ransom, 5 coconuts from Zulu.
That's right. That's right. All right. Norman and Susan, back to you at Canal Street.
We'll see you later.
We're counting on you guys. The long arm of the law. I'd better get some good throws over there. But we've got Michael Marsh and Melanie Sanders out on Bourbon Street, and I bet it's a little more crowded there right now.
I would say so. It's very crowded here. A lot of different costumes. Some are a little risque, but we decided to be safe today. A flapper girl and...
Keystone Cop, and we're here with about 10,000 of our very best friends, too. We've got some folks all the way from Tennessee and call themselves the Tennessee Connection. And you guys worked on these costumes. Take a look at these. They are really elaborate. And they tell me it's real tough to get this stuff in Nashville, right?
We have to have them fly
And what's your name?
Linda Major.
And how long did it take you to put this stuff together?
About 4 weekends.
About 20 hours worth, huh?
Right.
And how many beers to go with it?
About a case and a half.
You guys do this every year. Is it the same? It's the same get-up, or is it different?
Something new every year.
Actually,
you got last year's costume, didn't you?
Right. She has last year's costume right here.
Whoa. You got the leftovers, huh? Yes, ma'am. Oh, well. Everybody's just having a good time.
How did you come up with the idea of this?
Well, we've been doing everything else, so we just wanted to do Mardi Gras this year.
Almost a takeoff on Elvis if you have the long sideburns and stuff.
Yeah, if you had those, so. But we just thought we'd go purple, gold, and green this year.
Oh, you are from Nashville, though. All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate
That's
it.
the Tennessee Connection over there.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing a lot of that stuff. We even have the outhouse of Windsor we'll be talking to a little bit later. The Royal Flush is here, and they come down every year, and we'll be talking with them. We're going to have a good time down here on Bourbon Street.
Show you all the, well, no, we'll show you almost all of the costumes here on Bourbon Street. Back to you.
Okay.
All right, having a good time down there on Bourbon Street. You know it's going to get even more packed later. I hope they're ready for it. I don't think that barricade is going to last very long there.
No, it's not. It usually doesn't. And, you know, we're going to turn the microwave out to the suburbs now and aim it at our crew along Causeway and Veterans, where they're getting ready for the Argus Parade to roll out there, the big parade out in Metairie. And Steve Bellis and Julie Miller are our co-hosts out in the suburbs.
Where's Julie? Have you seen her?
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Julie.
I grew a mustache this morning.
Oh, my goodness. Looks like, well, let me check something out here. Just as I suspected, Bob Alvarez never had a heart. We're still trying to find it. I tell you what, Norman has his courage, though. Did you see that?
Norman has his courage. I don't have a heart, but strong legs. I walked here all the way from the Clearview Mall.
My goodness. Did you?
Apparently, the outfit held me no power.
Well, you know, you have my blessings, that's for sure.
And speaking of blessings, before we continue, in nome de Padre, Filio, Espiritu Santo.
Watch out, you know, there are no clouds here, but there might still be lightning.
With my connections and your connections, what a day.
That's true.
What a day.
We hit the jackpot. It's beautiful right here on Veterans Highway. The Argus crew is on its way as of 10 o'clock. And, of course, that'll be followed by the crew of Jeffersonians and the crew of Jefferson. And lots of trucks, lots of throws. We're going to have a good old time out here. Yes, indeed.
We're definitely going to have a good time, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Now, you're going to be down on the street talking to some folks.
Yes.
Right. I guess you're going to be dispensing blessings and things like that.
I cannot forgive. I can only forget.
Now, does that also mean you're going to be dispensing pasta here?
Oh, I could go for some right now, but, you know, I've been a priest the last 2 years,
yes,
but I've been elevated to a cardinal this year.
That's true. You got
I've been elevated up here to the platform. 98 is going to be my year.
Well, you see, and I'm chief of surgery here, and you.
So we have both bases covered.
Yes, we do.
If you can't do the job, I'll step in
and do it for us. That's right. So anyway, they're coming on. I'll tell you what, it's amazing how the crowd has just gotten so big at this point. Of course, it's a lot thicker right down by Severn. That, of course, is one of the first locations of the parade. And speaking of the parade, it's called the Argus World of Festivals. And Pat Sajak is Grand Marshal for this year's parade.
Without Vanna.
Well, that's right. My Vanna's not here either.
I was going to say, I could use a few numbers turned.
Anyway, Julie's going to be along with us in just a little while, hopefully. What happens now? Did you work this location last year?
I worked this location last year.
What happens when they spot us? Do we get a lot of beads?
Oh, we get pelted with beads. I hope you have a strong neck because you'll be full of beads.
So I may have to do surgery, is what you're telling me.
You may get called upon, yes.
All right.
Keep sterile.
Yeah. So anyway, we... keep sterile, did you say?
Sterilized.
Oh, I got you. Bless you. Thank you very much. Let's go back to Canal Street before we get struck by lightning out here.
Be careful what you say, Father.
You know, for a while there, I thought Julie Miller was masquerading as Bob Alvarez.
Oh.
Boy, is that a relief.
No, Steve Bellis performed emergency plastic surgery. That's how Bob Alvarez Julie became Bob. Anyway, so much for those guys. We've got another crew out today in Thibodaux. This is a fantastic time for them, for Tisha Powell, who's a native of Thibodaux, Rich Lenz, and Melanie Schubrooks. Let's see what they're doing.
Thank you much, Dorothy. If you'll just click your heels 3 times, you're no longer in New Orleans. You're down on the bayou in Thibodaux.
Yes,
We're represented by hundreds of years of history. I'm kind of a dangerous liaison kind of guy from the Napoleonic era. Now let's go to the Stone Age. I don't know where Bam Bam is, but I know where Cocoa Pebbles is.
I'm Fred's other daughter.
You look lovely.
So do you.
You're not going to attack us with this, are you?
It's not. Is it straight?
It's straight.
Okay.
And the hair's beautiful.
Thank you.
Big hair.
Oh, lovely. Love
Nothing
big
like
hair.
big. Speaking of big hair, how about the lovely Melanie Monroe?
Okay, do I need to sing Happy Birthday, Mr. Napoleon?
Just one
Would
or
that
two
be
verses,
appropriate
please.
now?
That'd be nice. Yes, take it away.
It's actually great out here. I mean, there are tons of people, all kinds of people from home in Thibodaux coming down, and of course, a real family atmosphere. A lot of kids out here. Everyone's dressed up, having a good time, and the parade is just now rolling in just a few minutes.
No, I really wanted you to sing along.
Oh, you really wanted
Oh, yeah,
me
I
to
really
sing?
did. Go ahead. This
Happy birthday, Mr.
wow.
Napoleon.
No wonder I lost at Waterloo. Okay, the Ghana Parade is about to start. Tell us about this one, Tisha.
Now, this is a parade that I've always gone to ever since I was a little girl. It's always the first parade on Mardi Gras Day. And as you can see, the Queen of Ghana, Miss Deborah Faye Bell Jackson, is making her
first appearance of the day, and she is just ready to go. Gorgeous lady. What are some of the other parades that are going to be going on today?
Well, we got the Kronos Parade second, and then...
And Cleophas this afternoon, and of course that's a really big parade, about 40 floats, and it really compares to, they say, Endymion and Bacchus in New Orleans. A lot of floats and a lot of people and very good throws.
Bigger. I mean, it's 40 floats
40
in Cleophas.
floats.
They say that's their claim to fame, biggest float of all. Again, this is Ghana, 14 floats, and their theme this year is Islands of the World.
So we want you to catch really big beads like this.
And give them to us.
Give them to us.
Something tells me that these two are going to be catching the big beats. Anyway, we're going to toss it back to New Orleans. We're having a good time down here in lovely sunny Thibodaux.
And it's gorgeous outside. Thanks, Dan, for the wonderful weather. It's great out here.
Listen, Rich, I think you are the luckiest man on Mardi Gras Day to be surrounded by two beautiful ladies getting beads for them.
Indeed.
Well said. Have fun down there, guys. We'll talk to you later. And you stick around. Don't go anyplace. We're going to take a break and come back on my word as the Kingly Lion.
How would you like a better paying job or make more money in your present job when now you can train at home in just a few months for one of America's 22 top career opportunities? Listen to these great success stories.
I love doing medical transcription at home so I can be with my kids. Professional Career Development Institute trained me at home, and the pay and hours are great.
Thanks to PCDI's home study course on personal computers, I got a promotion. The training was so easy to understand, and it only took 6 months.
I love being a paralegal. PCDI trained me at home in just a few months. They even showed me how to get this fun and great paying job.
With PCDI, it's simple. Just select the career you've always dreamed about and train in the convenience of your home and at your own pace. Whether you want the security of being paid a good income by an employer, or if you want to make money out of your home, call this toll-free number to get free literature on one of America's top career choices. You'll get this nationally recognized diploma after you've trained for the career you've always wanted. Take a look at PCDI's exciting career opportunities. Paralegal, medical dental office assistant, computer training, medical transcription, bookkeeping and accounting, personal computer repair, home inspection, legal transcription, VCR repair, veterinary assistant, hotel restaurant management, interior decorating, real estate appraisal, travel agent, fitness and nutrition, child daycare, floral design, locksmithing, electrician, gunsmithing, conservation outdoors, or get your high school diploma. Call this number for free literature on the one career opportunity you've always dreamed about. It costs you nothing to get the facts, so call now.
In the U.S. and Canada, call 1-800-814-2256. Get free literature on any one of the 22 exciting career opportunities listed on your screen. That's 1-800-814-2256. Learn about top-paying careers. Call now, 1-800-814-2256.
And welcome back to our live Mardi Gras coverage here on Canal Street. A beautiful Fat Tuesday. I'm Dorothy, and this is the Cowardly Lion because we're Wizard of Oz themed this year.
All right, and I just picked up my certificate of courage, my proclamation from His Royal Highness, the King of Carnival, and so now I have the courage to face the day.
And you have a crown.
Yes,
too,
I have a crown to prove it. So I'm wearing my crown. I've got my gold, green, and purple.
And I've said that Toto is afraid of crowds, so Toto didn't make it in my picnic basket today. But that's okay, because we're having fun.
We'll bring Toto all the goodies we catch today. Make him feel better. Right now, let's go uptown to our location on St. Charles Avenue. Find out what's going on up there. Hi, guys.
Norman, Susan, we have a problem. I want you to know there are some imposters somewhere. And I mean, I know you guys, so you can't be imposters. But look, here is, who are you?
I'm Dorothy Gale from Kansas.
But Dorothy, who is the other Dorothy on St. Charles Avenue?
I don't know, but I'm the real Dorothy.
You're the real Dorothy, and where are you going?
I'm going to Oz.
Oh, well, you know what, Dorothy? Not only do we have Dorothy here, but Norman, I want you to notice there's another lion. Who are you?
I'm the non-cowardly lion.
Non-cowardly lion. And you're not Dan Milham, are you?
No, ma'am.
Who are you?
Scarecrow.
And we have the Tin Man. Look, here's Tin Man. And then over here, look, right down here. Turn around so everybody can see you. Who are you?
I am Glinda the Good Witch.
Look up there so everyone can see you. Look right up there at that camera. Look, this is Glinda the Good Witch. Is she precious or what? And you know what? We've got a little cowboy right here. Oh, wait.
We just had to see you because where is your pink wig?
Oh, wig. The Queen of Cotton Candy went skiing at Sugarland. Oh, but are you going to bless us today? Please come forward.
Yes, we got the cardinal with us.
Oh, the cardinal, too. Cardinal, please come forward. And what is your opinion on this Fat Tuesday?
Thank God it's here.
Thank God it's here. You know, I agree. Thank God Fat Tuesday is here. And you know, my good friend Heath always throws beads to the good folks over there. Heath, why are you over there?
Every year, they actually work with us. You think they don't, but they do. Every year we trade beads back and forth across the floats. It's kind of a yearly tradition here on St. Charles and A-Line and Delachaise right down here. And this is Nicole, Angie, and Dinah. Put them all together and they sound like a disease. But y'all having a good time here every year, huh?
Every year we come down here. Uh-huh.
How many years have y'all been coming?
About 10 years that I know of. They've been here.
We've been here about 25.
25 years. Don't you get tired of standing on the ladder that long? You know, sooner or later the party's got to be over, ladies. Come on, all right? So what made y'all to start that trading beads back and forth?
I don't know. Y'all are a lot of fun.
Oh, no, we had.
Yeah.
How about you, Dinah?
I don't know. We just do it a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have to, like, pay attention? Do you have to, like, pay attention when the beads are coming so you don't get smacked?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Have you ever been hit before?
Yeah.
Didn't I hit you last year?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Okay, but yeah, pretty soon here when the parades and the floats and everything start rolling down, when I get good beads, I toss them over here, and they toss them back, and I toss it back to Margaret down there in the street.
Oh, I just had to introduce you to some skis. I mean, we've got lots of skis here. You are?
Ted Kaczynski.
And what does your package say?
Do not open until Christmas.
And another ski?
Monica Lewinsky.
And another ski?
Bill Ski.
And another ski?
Tara Lipinski.
And another ski?
Wayne Gretzky.
Man, have we got skis, but we've got, oh wait, another one. Oh wait, one big Budinsky, Ken Starr. Ah, love it. And we've also got a little cowgirl way down here. Look up so the camera can see you. Who are you?
I'm a cowgirl.
There you go. She happens to be my cowgirl, so we're having a good time right here on St. Charles Avenue. We toss it back to you.
All right, Margaret, thank you. It's starting to get more crowded here now on Canal Street, and we've got the Scarecrow down on the street. Hey, Dan, what do you see?
I am looking for people from out of town, which is not difficult here, but this particular couple of people is from a place that's very dear to our hearts, Norman and Susan, given our Oz motif. Where are you guys from?
We're from Kansas.
What city in Kansas?
Manhattan, Kansas.
Is there any difficulty telling that you're not in Kansas anymore?
No, not at all.
Is this your first Mardi Gras?
It's my first Mardi Gras.
When did you get here? What day?
We got here on Friday.
So how has it been? You've been enjoying?
It's been wild. I've never seen anything like this before.
They don't do this in Kansas?
No.
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 Are you coming back?
Yes, definitely.
All right, that's what we like to hear. Norman, Susan, we have actually verified our existence with people from Kansas. Right now, I think they'd rather be here.
Yeah, and so would we. I hope they don't mind. We're not looking to go back to Kansas.
No, we won't click our heels together for several hours.
All right, now we're going to take you down to Bourbon Street with Michael Marsh and Melody Sanders.
Hi, thanks a lot.
It's getting kind of wild out here, all the different costumes.
Always fun, and you know, there's the king of carnival, right?
Right.
Well, we have our own royalty here on Bourbon Street. I want to introduce you to them. We have the Outhouse of Windsor, they call themselves. And you are?
Jane Seymour.
We have King Henry.
King Henry from the House of Tudor.
And?
They're all part of our crew here, the Outhouse of Windsor and the House of Tudor. We've all gotten together because we brought Lady Di. She's wanted to attend the Mardi Gras in the worst way.
I don't know if you can see it, but Lady Di happens to be back here on the gurney.
We have Lady Di right here. She's wanted to attend. She's right here. She's just a little road rash. It's awesome. We'll brush her off, and she's doing. We got a pulse.
I'll be darned.
We've got Charles here.
Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles, right? Melanie's also with some people over here, too. Not quite royalty, though.
Not quite royalty, but they are the original crew of America, right? Tell us, how many people do you have in your crew?
We've got about 14 people. We're the original crew of America, headquartered in Ocean Springs, Mississippi.
But you come from all over the country.
That's true. We got people from Virginia, Delaware, here and there, far and near.
Okay, well, thanks for being here for Mardi Gras in New Orleans. We appreciate you visiting. A lot of people around here in various different costumes. Royalty, Crew of America. I've lost Michael. He's over there having a good time with Royalty. We'll be back soon.
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen. We've got John Goodman with Pete Fountain and the Half-Fast Walking Club, riding this year but having a great time. The first beads we've gotten.
They all got the blues, and there's Pete, the crown prince of Mardi Gras, having his usual good time. Hi, Pete. How are you,
Play
Pete?
the tune, Pete.
There he is, the blues brother. Play us the tune, Pete. They began their trek this morning at Commander's Palace, uptown. He's riding now. Pete says after so many years, he's getting a little weary, so he rides a little and he walks a little.
Started this in 1961. I think he's getting ready to play something.
Yeah, he's trying to get our attention. He's being generous with beads right now. I'm colorblind, Sue. What is the costume that he's wearing?
It's purple and a magenta sash. He looks beautiful.
There he goes. This is what Mardi Gras is all about.
John!
We got you roped in.
I'm stuck with you now. We're going to finish the ride like this.
You're a throw now, human throw.
What are other people that you know doing in other parts of the country on this Tuesday?
Freezing.
We're not going to do that. Are you having fun?
I'm having the best time of my life. Last year was the first time I got to march with these guys, and they've taken me in and adopted me. And if I behave myself, I get to come back next year.
Can we count on you as a regular?
I hope so.
Me too. Good talking to you. Happy Mardi Gras from Pete Fountain and John Goodman.
All right, way to go, Scarecrow. Give us that interview. Pete sounds great today, Norman.
We'll continue our Mardi Gras coverage for 1998. You know, it's also a historic year for us, Susan. We started covering Mardi Gras in 1948. It's our 50th anniversary. We'll continue with our coverage right after these messages.
It's based on the roll of the dice or the flip of a card. Gambling, it's a game of chance. And there's a chance that gambler next to you shouldn't even be there. Channel 6 News investigative reporter Richard Angelico takes a hidden camera inside the casinos and reveals what they're not doing to keep out underage gambling.
I just walked straight on. Everyone's, let me go through, didn't look twice at me.
Did they ask for an ID?
Nope, not at all.
It's a Channel 6 News I-Team investigation, Wednesday at 10 on Channel 6 News.
As a Medicare recipient, your health matters to you and to those you love. That's why you owe it to yourself to know as much as you can about Advantage 65. Consider this. Advantage is owned by Louisiana's leading hospitals, including Touro Infirmary, with a long tradition of providing good care right here. And Advantage 65 is specially designed for folks with Medicare. This year, Advantage 65 has even more of the benefits you want. An improved prescription benefit that includes unlimited generic medicines with $10 copays and new dental benefits. Advantage 65 still has virtually no paperwork and an emphasis on keeping you in good health. Best of all, there's no plan premium beyond your regular Medicare Part B. For free information, call us, because the more you know about Advantage 65, the better you'll like it.
The reasons, oh, the reasons.
New, dark, and lovely. True colors, true reasons, ultra-rich conditioning.
Because my horoscope said to wear red.
It brings out the best in me.
It's summertime.
New, dark, and lovely. True to you hair color with ultra-rich conditioning. Beautiful reasons to discover a whole new you.
It's a black thing. 'Cause I felt like it.
New, dark, and lovely. Colors so true to bring out the wow in you.
And welcome back to our live coverage of Mardi Gras. Look what we've gotten. We got this wonderful sunshade from the Half-Fast Walking Club, and now you can see why I've got my picnic basket. There wouldn't be room for Toto in here with the bees.
There you go. We're having a great time here on Canal Street. Let's check it out in the suburbs in Metairie with Bob Alvarez and Steve Bellis. Hi.
Hey, how are you all doing? Does anybody look better dead than Elvis?
Let's see the sign here real quick. Elvis alive at 65. Where are you folks from?
Originally here in New Orleans in the French Quarter. We live now in Covington or Mandeville area.
So you grew up in the French Quarter?
Oh, yeah, Bourbon and Barracks.
So you've seen a parade or two?
Oh, yes. In fact, we eliminated Bourbon Street entirely. My father said never go on Bourbon Street, and I think I'm still listening to him.
And your name?
Tony Ferretti, my wife,
Maxine.
What do you think about this Elvis?
Oh, I think he's the greatest. He's
Took us a
fine.
while to have the courage to do this, you know.
Well, you're
Come
looking
back
good.
a lot. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Can we get a rendition of about something?
Well, I thank you. I thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
About a song?
Well,
you ain't nothing but a hound dog.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
All right, Elvis, I'm sure there are places you need to be, folks you need to see.
Well, I got to get back by 6 o'clock for my grave.
Then you turn into a...
dust.
Have a good day.
God bless y'all.
Hey, we're on the streets of Metairie. I'm Bob Alvarez with Steve Bellis. We'll toss it back to you.
Okay, we'll talk to you guys later. It looks like they're having a great time. In fact, people all over the area are having a great time, and we've got the weather for it.
It's beautiful today. Let's go over and see what Michael Marsh and Melanie Sanders have found on Bourbon Street.
Well, I think Michael's down the street partying a little bit. This Mardi Gras season is for everyone, young, old, even the Renaissance crew over here. Tell us what all of you are for a minute.
Valkyrie.
Okay.
Medieval.
Okay.
Medieval.
All of you just medieval. But you've got a special little gift that you want to give to all of the people watching us today. Go ahead. Go with it.
Old lady, old lady, old lady, old lady, old lady, old lady.
That was wonderful. Thank you. See, we've got costumes. We've got yodelers. We wanted to bring that to you.
I usually have my cowboy boots on.
Hey, that would have added to the outfit. Back to you, Susan and Norman.
All right, Melanie, now we're going to go to Dan Milham down on the street as we see the marching clubs come by. What have you found, Dan?
There's this group called, from the sign, they're called Mondo Khao. And they look like Mondo regular people, except that they have various kinds of grass skirts, costumes, and something seems to be causing them to have a pretty good time. So I'm just going to see if I can blend in here and be not noticeable. What do you think, huh? Do I look like them?
You got the grass.
Hi.
Who are you?
What's a Mondo Khao?
Everything and anything. Banana Republic.
I love it to death. That's also a good name for a store. We should think about that.
What do you think of what?
Banana Republic would be a good name for a store, like a clothing store.
Oh, definitely.
All right, we'll work on that later. Mondo Khao is in the street now, and I'm in Mondo Khao. I know a lot of people that I can tell I'm in Mondo Khao, and they've never been in Mondo Khao.
Never freeze, baby.
Bananas never freeze was the motto that I was just told. There you are, guys. Things are busy in the middle of Canal Street. What a surprise, huh?
Hey, I think Dan fits right in. You know, he's got the straw, but it looks just like a grass skirt.
He's definitely got the rhythm.
He's got the tropical rhythm going there in Mondo Khao. We'll take a break and be right back.
Working to be your first choice. Home Choice, lease on home.
Right now at Home Choice, you can get an entire room of furniture for only $14.99 per week.
There's a variety to choose from, including living room sets, only $14.99. Bedroom sets, only $14.99. Or great dining room sets, only $14.99 a week.
With prices like this, we've got to be your first choice.
Call or drop by any of our locations today.
Let the A1 Appliance Price Parade begin. A1's Price Parade guarantees the lowest prices in town. Get 15 months same as cash at any of our 8 locations. Save big on all appliances store-wide. A1 Appliance is the biggest appliance dealer in Louisiana. We are the appliance specialist. Don't let the A1 Appliance Price Parade pass you by. At A1 Appliance, we're talking big.
Fire is destructive, but termites cause more damage than fire. Billiot Pest Control offers a free termite inspection and the latest treatment options, including baiting, chemical treatment, and tenting. Don't let termites eat you out of house and home. Call Billiot Pest Control today.
Don't replace that car, replace your engine. Give your car years of new life with a remanufactured engine from Pro Engine Sales. Financing available.
Quick Trim Weight Loss Clinics specialize in one thing, helping you lose weight. Don't go it alone. Call Quick Trim Weight Loss Clinics for help.
Hello, I'm Alec Gifford, Channel 6 News.
And I'm Dr. Larry Cortez, Medical Director for Total Health 65 from the Oxner Health Plan.
Join us on Channel 6 News midday every Wednesday for the latest on health issues concerning folks who are our age, right?
Informative and practical, Alec. Senior-focused Total Health.
Every Wednesday on Channel 6 News midday.
Brought to you by Channel 6 and Total Health 65 from Oxner Health Plan. Alec Gifford, making a difference on Channel 6 News.
Welcome back to our continuous coverage of Mardi Gras 1998. We're still moving to and grooving to the beat of Mondo Khao.
Go down and see what Dan has.
I'm just swaying to the beat here. I don't even know what the song is, but we're all swaying to the beat. We've been awarded a golden banana by the members of Mondo Khao in return for today's weather. I've been asking the boss for a little something extra all these years, and I finally got it, a golden banana. Many people, apparently the only theme of Mondo Khao is we're going to wear grass skirts, we're going to get in the middle of Canal Street, and we're going to bebop to some music, and isn't that actually what it's all about? Norman, Susan?
All right.
You know, Norman, I can remember the year that it rained so badly. I think that was 95, and everything was so late, but this year all the marching clubs are coming through pretty quick.
Yeah, we're waiting for the Jefferson City Buzzards to come through.
The oldest marching
yeah, we missed them last year. I'm looking forward to seeing them this year. And of course, we've just seen Mondo Khao. Before that, we saw Pete Fountain, who is the traditional lead-off marching club. He calls himself the Half-Fast Walking Club.
Say it slowly, Norman.
Half-Fast Walking Club, yes. And they start off at Commander's Palace. They're going to end up in the French Quarter for 2 hours, and then they're going to go eat at Mike's on the Avenue, and then they're going to go hang out at the Hilton and party. You know, that's where Pete has his club. He has a lounge act in there, and all the tourists go crazy when they come down to see him. But, you know, this is what Mardi Gras is all about. Everybody has a part in it. You got the walking clubs. We're going to see the truck crews later, and, of course, we're going to see the celebrated and internationally renowned Rex, who defines Mardi Gras.
And then all the people on the street. I mean, we've seen people in costumes, of course, in the clubs. We're in costume today, but all the people on the street who've come out, even if they've just got a wig or a funny hat or just beads, they're here because this is the place to be.
Absolutely. I tell you what, this is a great time, and I don't care what anybody says, there's no other city like this that I'd rather be in. It's a wonderful place where people get along, and you know how to party, and the streets are safe. I don't think we've ever had any incidents in the city that I know of since we have been together covering Mardi Gras.
Well, it's really nice this year, too. I think that they've really gotten back to the family angle of Mardi Gras, and that's where Margaret Ory is tonight, out at St. Charles in Louisiana with some families out there. Margaret.
Now, I want you to know that, of course, the colors of Mardi Gras are purple, green, and gold, and this year we have seen the passing of the purple. That's right, the K&B purple, but we are fortunate to have the K&B purple bees here. And what do you have to say about this passing?
Oh, we're really sad. That's why we wanted to be K&Bs this year.
And you've got big bees and you've got a definite
little baby bee.
Little baby bee. But over here we have something else. What is this over here?
Rite Aid exterminator, and he wants to get rid of us.
The Rite Aid, do you mean you want to get rid of the K&Bs?
I already have. We're on the way.
What do we do to exterminate you?
Don't buy my product.
Oh! Now, what do you say about Rite Aid?
Oh, well, if it's here, it's here.
It's here, so here you have it, the purple K&Bs, and that beautiful purple bag has now passed on into eternity somewhere. Heath, where's Heath?
You know what? In New Orleans, I don't care what name they put on it. Everybody's gonna say, "I'm just going down to the K&B." That's what it'll be for 50 years from now.
I say that about Holmes.
What is Louisiana or Mardi Gras without crawfish? And I've got Michael Engel here, who has made himself into a large crawfish. How'd you manage to do that?
Well, my mom really ordered it from a company.
She did? Hey, your mom did that for you?
Yeah.
Did you put it on yourself? I wouldn't know where to get in that thing.
Well,
is that your brother Daryl, or is that your other brother Daryl?
this is my brother.
That's your brother Daryl? All right, you guys, be careful and don't get boiled. Now, let me show you over here. These are Marty mice. Marty Mouse, Marty Mouse. Where are y'all? Where are you? Oh. This is interesting. I don't know where to put the microphone.
Well, neither do we.
Uh-oh. This is a family part of this stretch, okay? What's your name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie, how did you guys come up with the Mardi Mouse idea?
Oh, just a lot of imagination.
Yeah, buddy. Let me tell you. And who are you in there?
My name is Donna.
Donna, you were party to this crime?
Oh, yes, I am definitely a part of this crime. We've been working on this for about a month and a half.
All right, well, look out. We don't get the mice run over in the street. I'm going to step out of the way because there's a police car coming.
Hey,
all right, get out of the way, everybody! Woo! The police just don't have any respect for people in the street during Mardi Gras. Hey, Margaret, are you over there? Are you safe?
Yes, you know what? I've got some businesses that are not safe. Who are you?
I'm Krause. The passing of Krause. Where will we shop anymore? I don't know.
And where will you get your hats?
Well, hats, gloves, long underwear. Just where do you go for those necessities of life?
I don't know. We'll try to figure it out.
Long drawers along the way, though.
You don't need them today. And who are you?
I'm Compagno's, and here is an Italian cookie for you.
What's happening with Compagno's?
Oh, it's gone. It's all gone. And poor Marie, well, she's enjoying herself on the North Shore. But unfortunately, the Italian food there is gone.
I'll eat your cookie in celebration of great food of the past, and I know who you are.
It's terrible, the end of an era.
Well, how are you going to play cards?
I don't know, but I don't live here, so I'll find them someplace else.
Okay, real quickly, who are you?
I'm Michael Hebert. To save you money the last time.
You're going out of business forever for good?
Moving to Grand Isle.
Moving to Grand Isle, and you are?
Oh, I'm the...
Right here in New Orleans, there are great traditions, are there not? Whoa, baby!
Watch yourself now. Happy Mardi Gras. Good to see you, all of you.
He loves seeing her.
The K&B's, they'll be around for a while, won't they?
Oh, they
They're not
will.
going anyway.
I always go to K&B.
Yeah, okay.
It's just got another name now.
Who are we throwing it to? Is that you, Norman?
That's
Hey,
me.
Norman.
That's
I mean,
Norman.
are these great costumes or what?
It is I.
I love the humor up there on St. Charles. They always have that nice political humor, that nice New Orleans humor, all those wonderful Krauses, K&B, all the places that have left. And then some lady who says, well, I'm the corporate queen. That's pretty good.
Terrific. That's what Mardi Gras is all about, spoofing, you know, the royal celebrities and the other personalities in town and the icons around town. You know, I like what you said a while back when you said Mardi Gras is really about families, and that's what it comes down to. You know, you hear a lot about what goes on in the French Quarter, but that's only a small portion of what goes on at Mardi Gras. By and large, the majority of Mardi Gras is about people getting together with their friends and their family, their neighbors, hanging out, staking out a spot along the parade route to see the sights, to see Rex, to see Zulu, to see the marching clubs, and to see their friends actually on parade.
So if you're at home right now and you're getting ready to go out with your family, bring some sunscreen, bring a picnic basket for your goodies, and go out and have a safe time. We'll take a break now and be back after this.
All right, stay tuned.
The big bass drum don't lead that big parade. We're all on a Mardi Gras day.
Niles,
Daphne, and a ski lodge. Oh.
I can feel the steam rising off my toddy already.
His marriage is over.
Niles is quite a cutie.
You just leave Dr. Crane alone.
And when opportunity knocks, you get the idea.
Daphne, I've wanted you since the moment I laid eyes on you.
An all-new Frasier, NBC tonight.
Dateline Tuesday. He claims he's from another universe and wants others to follow him in the desert. Now Dateline's hidden cameras take you inside his cosmic family. Dateline tonight. When you need to know now, turn to Super Doppler 6000 and the Channel 6 Storm Team, making a difference together.
You or someone you love in need of a wheelchair, we have lightweight, easy-to-lift wheelchairs, electric wheelchairs, and three-wheel scooters. As a participating Medicare supplier, we accept insurance assignment on wheelchairs and most other types of medical equipment. We even have an electric wheelchair that folds up and goes in the back of the car. For medical equipment made easy, dial this toll-free number now and let the experts help you. You may qualify to get the equipment you want through your medical insurance.
Say the words I want. Hear what a psychic sees for you.
I want her to love me.
I want to tell him, but I'm afraid.
I want my luck to change.
I want to have money. Ask a question. Let a psychic advise you.
Can you see the future?
Can you make him love me?
Is he faithful?
Will I have kids?
Say the words I want.
I want to make things better, but I just don't know how.
Let a psychic advise you now. Adults over 18.
On the next Montel Williams show.
I feel somebody behind me.
What they've experienced is impossible to explain.
This little girl appeared to me.
We sent psychic Sylvia Brown into their homes, and what she discovers will give you chills. Ghostly hauntings, psychic powers, and Sylvia Brown on the next Montel.
Today at 4, only on Channel 6.
And welcome back to our live Mardi Gras coverage here on Channel 6. It's a beautiful day. Some of the walking groups, the marching groups have come through already, but we're waiting, of course, for Zulu and Rex.
Yes, and as you can see, we are masking, as are a lot of people on Fat Tuesday. I am the Cowardly Lion, recently granted courage by His Royal Highness, Rex, and you are Dorothy.
I'm Dorothy.
And you are here without Toto because you decided to give Toto a break because he's been partying too much during the carnival season.
He doesn't like crowds.
Yeah, he started partying, you know, on 12th night, and he hasn't stopped. So
January 6th.
He needs a break. he needs a break.
I saw something, Norman, about the whole carnival season, that by the time the carnival season is over, by the time Fat Tuesday ends tonight, this city will have consumed, on average, 750,000 king cakes.
My goodness, that's a lot. You know what? And speaking of king cakes, reminds me of the weight I said I was going to lose. You know, I said I was going to lose 5 pounds. I think this lion costume is going to. I think we're going to make that happen.
Sweat it off.
Yes, we're going to make that happen before 3 p.m. this afternoon, thanks to this lion costume.
You'll be wearing your shorts on the air tonight.
This is true. This is very true. But I'll be 5 pounds thinner. Let's check the people out on Bourbon Street. We haven't talked to them in a while. Melody Sanders and Michael Marsh. How goes it?
People are having a fantastic time here on Bourbon Street. Michael's over here keeping everybody in line with his Keystone Cops outfit.
Cops, that's right. And they're not consuming king cakes down here. We won't talk about what they are talking about or drinking anyway. We're with a group called the Snow Bodies. And this young lady here is the one who came up with the idea. How did it come to you?
Well, we do food and New Orleans stuff every year. Last year we were king cakes, and the year before that we were coffee and beignets. So I just said, well, let's do snowballs.
Snow Bodies, yeah,
I like
that's
that
it.
price list over here. There are the Rex Lemon, 5 cents, Bacchus Grape, 5 cents. That's adorable.
Endymion Mint, 5 cents, and Zulu Coconut, 5 cents. They said discounted for
Mardi Gras.
That's right.
Big group here.
There's one young lady I want to show you too. She says this about her 80th, I guess, Mardi Gras. You've been doing this since you were about 10 years old?
Yes.
And you are 90 years old?
90 years old.
How did you convince them to bring you out here?
It wasn't hard.
And they are the Snow Bodies. And they have a little tune they want to sing for us too, right guys?
Nobody till nobody loves you. You're nobody till somebody cares. That's it.
Very good, very good.
They were concerned they couldn't hold the tune, but you guys did a fantastic job. The Snow Bodies, they did good. There are a lot of different costumes out here. We even saw the Taco Bell dog, Yo Quiero Taco Bell dog.
He was here.
Everyone's here. We're having a good time here on Bourbon Street. We'll be back a little later.
All right, let's go now to our musical duo. We've got either, we can't decide whether it's Ike and Tina Turner or Ike and Cher or Sonny and Cher, but they're out at Lee Circle, Ken Jones and Susan Roberts.
Well, I think they've lost their voice. You know, it's that they were on tour. They just came back off tour. They were on tour with Cowboy Mouth. They were like the lead act for Cowboy Mouth, and they've been on tour to Charleston, South Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina,
well,
all
we
of
can
the
do
Carolinas.
it, Norm. They say our love won't pay the rent.
You know what? I can't carry
Dorothy
a tune in a
doesn't
bucket.
sing.
You know, most people think that because I can play a musical instrument, I can sing. I'm here to tell you.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
No, in my case, it'd be somewhere over the bucket. You know, it's not. I don't do the singing too well.
Well, let's see if Dan Milham can sing. Let's see if the Scarecrow can sing. Come on, give us Over the Rainbow, Dan.
Oh, please! In the interest, as a public service consideration, I will not sing for you. But I have found some people who've gone way out to get their hair done, especially for today. That is you. That is so lovely. You folks local?
No, I'm from New York.
From New York, first Mardi Gras?
Yes.
Is it what you had hoped for?
Yes.
What day did you get here? How long you been in town?
Saturday.
All right, and been having fun all the time?
Been up all night.
And your friends in New York right now, what are they doing?
Sleeping. Working.
You're from New York as well?
New York, New York.
And you got right in the spirit with the goofy looking, well, I don't mean goofy looking hair, I mean nothing personal by that. No. And you too, New York?
New York is in the house.
Now you're going, when you going back?
Thursday, I got to make sure everybody get back before I go back.
Oh, okay.
I got to make sure all my people get home.
So you're staying here through Ash Wednesday?
Yeah, that's right. Ashes tomorrow.
Right, so you'll just turn it all off and go back to being whatever.
That's right.
Having a good time, though.
Having a wonderful time.
Now, you're asking me earlier, you're waiting on the mayor. Have you seen the mayor?
It was a lot of fondling going on down there on Bourbon Street.
Get out of here. Well, when he comes by, you got to be sure to tell him.
I'm going to let him know.
All right, citizens,
I want to go to Gracie Mansion.
Visitors taking action and got a message for the mayor. That's right.
The mayor about the fondling going on down there on Bourbon Street.
You notice I didn't even need to get the microphone very close to her. We understood that.
Stick my behind out.
It may be time to go back to Norman and Susan.
Listen, Dan, we've got the Keystone Cop down there with Melanie Sanders. We're going to have to put him on the case of fondling.
That's right. We'll take a break and be right back. Don't go away.
If children are a blessing, then grandchildren are truly a gift. They renew our hope. They recapture our youth. And as grandparents, you want to give them something in return. Your local State Farm agent has just the thing. It's the gift of life insurance. And as your grandchildren grow, you can add to the policy to help give them financial security for many years to come. So let your nearby State Farm agent help you ensure that their days will be as bright as they've made yours.
Oh no, look! It's a termite stampede!
Fear not, my wood friends. There's a new sheriff in town.
The Organ Man!
Yeah, it's roundup time.
You got them all!
Knock on wood.
No need, Chief. You've got this.
Oh, I can guarantee.
Yep, total satisfaction or your money back.
Got termites? Call Orkin for a free inspection and guaranteed protection.
Let's move them out.
Hey, want some delicious crispy Church's chicken, huh? All right, sit down. Bake me. All right, now swing from a rope and sing, "Oh, Danny Boy," huh?
Try our new bite-sized fish and fries for just $1.99, or make it a platter, or get 8 pieces of chicken with family mashed potatoes and gravy for just $5.99. Church's, gotta love it.
Fire is destructive, but termites cause more damage than fire. Billiot Pest Control offers a free termite inspection and the latest treatment options, including baiting, chemical treatment, and tenting. Don't let termites eat you out of house and home. Call Billiot Pest Control today.
Don't replace that car, replace your engine. Give your car years of new life with a remanufactured engine from Pro Engine Sales.
Financing available.
Quick Trim Weight Loss Clinics specialize in one thing, helping you lose weight. Don't go it alone. Call Quick Trim Weight Loss Clinics for help.
Well, welcome back to our continuing coverage of Mardi Gras 1998 here on Canal Street with the lovely and talented Susan Rosen.
No, I'm Dorothy.
Masquerading as Dorothy, and the Cowardly Lion, who just received his courage, and I'm so pleased about that. You know, and I got my new crown. You like it?
I like it very much.
Yes, it's really cool, and you know, as hot as you might think this costume is, it's just that cool because it's actually a buffer from the sun. And we lions are used to the heat in Africa.
That's right.
So this is actually mild compared to the temperature on the Serengeti Plain.
Well, I feel very safe next to you.
See there? Absolutely. I'm her escort through the crowd, and I'm brave enough to face it. Let's go out to Metairie to see what's going on as we wait for the arrival of Argus with Steve Bellis and Bob Alvarez. Hi.
Hey, Norman and Susan, I'm not sure where Steve is right now. I lost him a little while ago, but welcome back to Metairie, and ooh-wee, lucky I cannot forgive. I can only forget because you wouldn't believe the things I am hearing. Everybody here in Metairie starting to get revved up a little bit. Sir, what's your name, please?
Daniel Rogers, man.
And this is a regular thing for you?
Every year, I got to be out here. Since early, 5 o'clock in the morning.
5 in the morning. Did you sleep last night?
I got a halfway sleep last night. Not all of it. I had all these little kids with me. They wanted to come out here. So I had to get out here since early.
How long you been coming out?
Every year. Every year, about 20 years now.
What do you like about being here in Metairie?
I love it in Metairie, man. It's not overcrowded. Everybody's all over you and everything. I love it out here.
I have to ask you one thing. Where's your costume?
There it is. There it is right here. Natural thing. It's being me.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Norman and Susan, we're still waiting for the parades to get rolling, but everybody's getting ready, and I'm sure you'll be coming back to us. In the meantime, I'm going to try to find Steve.
All right, Bob, you find Steve the surgeon. Make sure he's not practicing unlicensed surgery on somebody there. Listen, we have heard that the first police cars, the first escorts of the King of Carnival himself have arrived uptown. So let's go to St. Charles in Louisiana, where Margador and Heath Allen are now. What do you see, guys?
Hello. I do not see Rex yet. He is beyond our sight, but yes, indeed, the parade is now beginning. Rex is just reaching our location. We have the Texas A&M University band that is just in sight. They're moving our way. They're clearing the streets. It's really exciting. Just beyond, I do see some of the Dukes as well, and the captains. We have 6 Rex lieutenants who are showing up just in the distance. And you know, I tell you, Texas A&M puts on such a fabulous show. I'm hoping that they'll perform for us here now. But at this point, I want to toss it down to Heath before the streets are cleared. We've got some great costumes.
I tell you what, Rex may not be here, but one of the real kings of all the world. Hello, Mickey, how are you? Hey, hello. Oh, yeah, this is a great costume. Wait, come back. Don't get the child. Thank you, officer. Look at this. Police Officer Rhodes over there just saved Michaela from getting trampled by somebody with stripes on their arms. How did y'all decide these costumes this year?
She loves Mickey Mouse.
Is the name Michaela? Did y'all name her after Mickey?
Well, she was conceived at Disney World, so we named her Michaela.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, well, you see some more mouse ears over here. Mickey is like a really big... Hello, Jimmy. Hello there, Heath. All right, as you can see, the initial beginnings of the parade are coming down the street here, so I'm going to throw it back up here to Margaret, and we're going to let everybody get out of the street so they don't get trampled. Let's stay safe. What do you think, Margaret?
I think that's a good idea, get out of the street. Yes, I do now see Rex. There he is, His Majesty. And he looks absolutely beautiful. This is the Monarch of Merriment, who is leading the glittering parade on this incredible day where the sun is shining. Robert Bowe of Bowe Brothers Construction. He is thrilled to be Rex this year, and he's normally somewhat of a retired person, and he is just so excited about this big day. So Norman and Susan, Rex is in sight. I feel like Mardi Gras is definitely here now.
It sure is, Margaret. Don't the lieutenants look beautiful on their horses today in the sunshine? Those floats are going to be great.
Oh,
all the
absolutely.
little strips of foil that they put on them, the gold foil that they put in the den, it's going to look great.
And you know, they have the springs on the heads of some of the artifacts on the floats this year, so that should look cool as well. And we're told that that Zulu, who should have been here by now, is just getting to Lee Circle. We'll take a break and come back and hope to catch Zulu and the King of Carnival in a moment. Stay tuned.
My spine boy to your spine boy, sitting along the bayou. My spine boy to your spine boy, set your tail on fire. Talking about hey.
Hi, I'm Dionne Warwick from the Psychic Friends Network. For anyone, can you call up the network and talk to the Psychic Friend for free?
My free call with Psychic Friends is really good.
Getting a free call was just wonderful. Your call to the Psychic Friends Network is also free.
I love the fact the call was free.
Just dial the number on your screen right now.
A free reading would be great.
It's free. I'm going to call.
Psychic Friends are the best.
How can you not call? It's free. Call.
Hi, I'm Archie Manning. Do you know that when you donate items to Goodwill Industries, your gift generates revenue that is used for job placement? Your Goodwill donation helps some of your neighbors like Anthony Gibson have a better life and make a positive, productive contribution in our city. So the next time you run across clothing and items you don't use any longer, think of the jobs that you may help create by donating them to Goodwill. Give to Goodwill. Call 482-4173 for the drop-off location nearest you.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for this important announcement. Christy Arnold, serving the U.S. for over 15 years, is in the final days of her going-out-of-business sale. Come and see our beautiful selection of handmade Persian and Oriental rugs with savings up to 70%. Everything must go to avoid bankruptcy. No reasonable offer will be refused. This is the largest selection of Oriental and Persian rugs in the city. You'll never see anything like this again. Hurry into this incredible sale at 4725 Veterans Boulevard in Metairie between Clearview and Transcontinental. The rug lady will not be undersold.
It's a risky world of complicated contracts, credit mix-ups, business scams. Have you been taken for a ride? Remember, you're not alone. Channel 6 is on your side. 6 on your side with Stephanie Boswell. Channel 6 Consumer Reporter. Problem solver. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 10. A deal gone bad? Call the National Council of Jewish Women at the 6 on your side hotline at 1-800-416-NEWS. You can bank on it.
And welcome back to our live coverage of Mardi Gras 1998. 50 years for WDSU-TV, the first TV station in the city and in the state to broadcast Mardi Gras live.
There you go. We're located on Canal Street, and as you might imagine, we're anticipating the arrival of Zulu, who should have been here by now, but this is a tradition in and of itself as well. Rex has begun his reign through the city. He's rolling, as you can see him. Our co-hosts standing by uptown at Louisiana and St. Charles are Margaret Orr and Heath Allen.
Hail Rex, there he is, Robert Bowe, the king of merriment, the king of carnival on this great day.
I tell you what, this is Mardi Gras. This is it. When you see Rex come down St. Charles Avenue, you know that Carnival, Fat Tuesday, is fully underway.
And what a perfect day for his reign. I mean, no rain today, which is just great. Sunny skies, highs.
Thank you so much for that.
As if I could take credit. Sunny skies, high temperatures forecast in the mid-70s. You know this guy has got to be thrilled, because I can remember several years ago when it just poured.
Yeah, they always wish him a good ride. That's the last thing they do when they put him on the float over back at the Rex Den on Claiborne. They say, you know, have a good ride. There have been some days when they weren't good rides.
But you know, on a day like today, it's just perfect. Everybody's smiling, everybody's happy, and they're waiting for the beads, and they're going to be throwing a whole bunch of beads.
So, Tom, this is the family spot, all right? So as Tom takes a look out over the panorama, look at the families on the ladders. Everybody here across the street's been here for years and years. The family on the ladder directly across from us, 25 years in the same location. Their daughters over there, they're 10-year veterans over here.
Everybody comes down to the same place every year. It's tradition, and it's what Mardi Gras is all about.
And they like to throw us beads, and we like to throw them beads. But you know what's happening now? His Majesty's bandwagon is approaching, and of course that's the Jim Maxwell's Orchestra.
Is there a band on it? Oh, there is a band on it. Okay, good.
You bet. There's always great music, yes. You know, we don't always pay attention because we're saying, throw me something, mister.
Well, most of the time people say the bandwagon, and there's not really a band on it.
Oh, there's a band. Jim Maxwell is on there, and they've got lots of riders, too, and they're going to throw. Have you seen the throws this year?
No, I haven't. I'm getting ready to see them. This will be the first shot.
We're getting ready to field them as well. They always throw a whole lot. But, you know, I want them to be here.
I know you do. It'd make it a lot easier on us if they just hurry on up down the street, won't you think?
It's just perfect. You know, it's one of those days you've just got to enjoy. And Susan and Norman, I know you're having fun, and I'm still curious, who's the real Dorothy? Susan?
All right, Margaret. You know, the theme this year of Rex is Royal Gems, so we're going to see some really colorful sapphires and diamonds and emeralds for the 126th Rex Parade.
There you go. And you know, we were talking earlier before our broadcast began, and compared to some of the floats we've seen earlier this year during the carnival season, not to take anything away from them, but Rex is the traditional parade that I guess is true to the very essence of Mardi Gras.
And they never disappoint. Did you notice that Mr. Beau seemed to be having a wonderful time there?
Yes, he was. He was having a great time, as he was on last evening when we introduced him. And he got off of the barge and accepted the decree from the mayor to accept the rain for the next 24 hours. And sometimes there is a substitute king. He decided to do it himself because he was. The whole thing. Oh yeah, he wanted to immerse himself in the actual Mardi Gras fervor, and he is going to be just a wonderful monarch. I mean, he is playing to the crowd. He loves what he does. He's been a member of the organization for 30 years, a float rider, a captain, and now he's earned his stripes as His Royal Highness. It's a beautiful day for a man with a beautiful personality.
Now, while we wait for Rex to make his way down Canal Street, which will be in a while after Zulu, let's go down on the street where Dan Milham, the Scarecrow, is, and see what he's scared of. Dan?
Well, they're not really scared, at least not yet. You're not scared, are you?
No. Did you see me out there dancing?
I missed that. Doggone. I assume we can look forward to a repeat performance.
I think so, on TV.
Are you two sisters? Did I understand that correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, one's from here?
Yes, from Sour Lake, Texas. Not New Orleans, no.
And you are from?
Piedmont, Ohio.
All right. First Mardi Gras?
Yes. Second for me.
So you liked it enough to come back?
Oh, yeah.
First for you?
Yes, and I'm coming back. I can't wait. Oh, I love it.
How
long have you been in town? How many days?
Since Sunday.
And you've been partying constantly?
Yes.
All right, and this is pretty much like you would be doing if you were back home, right?
Pretty much.
Well, not in Sour Lake, Texas. No way.
They don't do this? What is it, Sour Lake, Texas?
Yes, it's outside of Beaumont, little country town.
Got some stories to tell them, I guess, huh?
I could tell you stories all day long, but we don't have enough time.
We may have heard some of those, too. Wait for late night. We can tell those stories. Good luck. Have a happy Mardi Gras. Margaret and Heath are uptown watching the Monarchs parade roll by. Let's see what's going on up there.
We've got the King's Jesters going by now, and man, they're throwing some good beads. And you know what else? They're throwing moon pies. And I love those moon pies. Whoops.
You just have to pay attention, don't you?
Oh, I like that. A horn. Good. You know, it's happening. Just behind us, we've got the St. Aug Band, and they're going to be fabulous. I'm looking forward to watching them.
I just want you to know I just saved your life.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, one thing you may not know, the Queen, who is Donnie Villeray, happens to have an invitation to Rex from 1889 that was Royal Gems. And her grandfather was Duke in 1930, and the theme then was gems. And this year, the theme has to do with gems. So there's a little bit of repetition in her life.
I see it. Jim who? Oh, never mind. No, I was paying attention. I was. Who's out there? Who's coming in the room?
St. Aug. Look at St. Aug. Oh, they're really performing now. Watch them.
Kind of looks like the Purple Knight, doesn't it? St. Aug!
heard it in the news. Ow! Your doctor knows it's true. Reports of bacterial skin infection are rising. To help prevent infection, even the smallest cuts need Neosporin. Compared to some store brands, Neosporin has an extra active ingredient to kill more strains of infectious bacteria. And new Neosporin helps cuts heal even faster than before. Helps stop infection before it starts. Use new, faster healing Neosporin. Every cut, every time.
It takes a lot to raise a child. A lot of love, a lot of time, and a lot of patience. But parents are finding there's not a lot of information to help.
That's why Channel 6 is proud to announce Kid Talk. I'm Julie Miller, Channel 6 News.
And I'm Dr. Steve Weiner from Tulane Hospital for Children. Together, we've created a unique way for parents to find answers concerning all aspects of raising children.
Kid Talk, Monday mornings only on Channel 6 News Today. Brought to you by Tulane Hospital for Children and Channel 6.
Cajun Camping will be at the RV show in Kenner this weekend. Register for a $200 shopping spree. Cajun Camping has Coleman pop-ups from $500 down at $100 a month. Travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes at the best prices from Cajun Camping. Tires for less only at Lucas Tire Super Ride Sale. 4 Super Ride 40,000 mile steel radial white walls, $99.95. That's right, 4 Super Ride tires, any size, just $99.95. Instant credit, 90 days, same as cash, only at Lucas Tire.
You're watching Channel 6, WDSU-TV, New Orleans.
Welcome back to our live coverage.
And this is Mardi Gras 1998, a very special broadcast for those of us here at WDSU Channel 6, celebrating our 50th anniversary, the first station to ever do this in not only New Orleans, but the entire state. Back in 1948, and we've been rolling ever since. Another fantastic Fat Tuesday. The weather couldn't be more pleasant. The crowds are excited. Everybody involved with bringing you Mardi Gras is excited, and certainly we here at WDSU are as excited as we always are.
Now we've got Ken Jones and Susan Roberts in costume out at Lee's Circle. We've got Sonny and Cher. Let's see what Sonny and Cher are up to now.
How you doing, Norman and Susie?
Happy Mardi Gras.
Yeah, we decided to just kind of hang out because always at the end of the parade or towards the end around Lee's Circle, a lot of times there's a lot of waiting going on.
We're doing a lot of waiting. We're waiting on 2 stalled floats right now, so everybody's taking advantage of the downtime and then eating red beans and rice and drinking. And
kind of a family affair out here.
Absolutely.
And we've been meeting a lot of folks. Back up, we're going to meet some people. And all of you folks who have come from far away to join us are who? You're who? What's your name?
Michelle Allen from Oxford, Mississippi.
Yeah, now how's Mardi Gras treating you so far?
It's great.
Yeah, who's this with the red beans?
I'm Sarah. I live in Slutto.
All right, so you decided to take your red beans, not share it with her from Mississippi, right?
Yeah, she likes it.
All right, what are you looking for best? You got Zulu? You got
Coconuts.
Coconuts. What do you know about coconuts?
I know they're hard to get, and I've never gotten one. But she's gotten a lot.
Have you?
Yes.
All right, let's back up.
What's your secret to getting a coconut?
You lie.
You lie.
What do you lie about?
You say you never gotten one before, your first Mardi Gras. Lie real good.
How many coconuts have you gotten?
5.
You lie well.
I do, I lie. I have them behind my back, so I never got one before.
All right. So it's a great big family affair out here for everyone, huh? All right. So
wonderful. Love it.
I'm sticking next to you.
Okay.
We've got a lot of people out here who've just pretty much are communing out here. Sort of a 60s and 70s thing like Sonny and Cher would do.
Exactly.
Commune. And so for now, let's send it back to Susan and Norman because like everyone else, we're just waiting around. Hope to see some Mardi Gras floats soon. Back to you.
Hey, we may be waiting, but we're really loving it here. And you know what? We have a crew, the only crew in the city that we have out in Thibodaux, where we have Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, yeah, in all her finery.
Oh, hello.
And she's ready. Look at that boa.
Happy birthday to both of you. Shall I sing to you?
Yeah, why not? Go ahead.
I know that you have courage today, Mr. Lion, and of course, Miss Dorothy. Happy birthday to you, and welcome to Thibodaux. It's a great afternoon today. So many families here, so many families, absolutely great people, and we'll see you in a little while.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think that the song must not have gone over too well.
Well, you know, Jack Kennedy was a Democrat, so maybe there was a Republican handling the controls
Handling that satellite shot.
who probably took exception to this Marilyn Monroe motif. But
Don't feel bad, Melanie, Marilyn. We'll get back to you. Right now, we're looking at all the crowds in Canal Street, having a wonderful time out here today. A really peaceful crowd, a mellow crowd, which is nice to see.
yeah, that's what makes Mardi Gras so wonderful here. No place else in the country can you find a cultural event where people of this size, crowds of this magnitude, congregate and get along so well. Even the people from out of town are blending in and finding that the social atmosphere is extremely gentle, is very pleasant, and and they embrace this, and that is a part of Mardi Gras tradition, and that is what endears you to New Orleans first. You know, that warm, communal, friendly atmosphere.
You have to wonder what the rest of the nation thought when we broadcast this parade in its entirety back in 1954. I think we did it one time, and the rest of the country said, we can't handle those people down in New Orleans. So now they see little snippets of it, and hopefully the best of it today. They'll wish they were here today. We'll take a break and be right back.
All right, don't go far.
Do you have the next $1 million idea, invention, or perhaps an improvement to an existing product and just don't know how to get started? Do you believe your idea or invention has merit and fulfills a need? Do you think a manufacturer would want to produce and market your product and pay you royalties? If the answer is yes, call the professionals at Universal Consulting Service for your free inventor's information kit. They can help. Call now.
It's crazy. We're sinking deeper and deeper, and we're both working full-time, and you've got a part-time job. I just don't get it.
And what makes it even worse is that our credit rating is going right down the tubes.
Let the experienced custom loan specialist at Common Point Mortgage show you how simple it can be to get cash fast, restore your credit, and put an end to monthly high-interest bills.
I knew going to Common Point would turn things around for us. I just can't believe it happened so fast.
Call Common Point Mortgage today at 1-800-968-2221.
The largest RV show in Salem, Louisiana is coming to Kenner this weekend. Packing the Pontchartrain Center complex with over 50 brands of motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheelers, pop-up campers, accessories, and more. If you've ever dreamed of owning your own RV, you can't miss this show where you'll see everything from affordable folding camping trailers to luxurious land yachts, plus the incredible Kingsley Pleasure Coach, the brand used by country music superstar Leanne Rimes. The New Orleans Spring RV and Camping Show this weekend at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner.
When day turns to night, New Orleans turns to news. And for 50 years, they've turned to Channel 6 News. Today, Channel 6 News at 5 with Michael Marsh and Melanie Sanders brings all the day's events home. Then America turns to NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw, followed by Channel 6 News at 6 and 10 with Norman Robinson and Susan Roseton, New Orleans' most experienced anchor team. When it comes to news, turn to Louisiana's first. Channel 6 News. We're making a difference together.
We are back at Rex right here on St. Charles Avenue. What you are looking at now is the big amethyst float. And of course, the theme this year, precious gems, and they've had that theme of jewels before. Diamonds just went past along with corals, and this one's looking great. It is dedicated to the month of February, and of course, Fat Tuesday. It's associated with the Festival of Pan, the pagan god of nature. And there you can see 3 of the dukes going past, and our friend Heath Allen has gone into the streets, and somebody is kissing him and giving him beads.
That's right. I've got the pros down here. How do you do this? How do you make sure you get beads down here? Put your hands up. Put your hands up. That's right. And what do you say?
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby? You got to say it louder than that. This is amethyst, Margaret. Can you see?
Heath, it doesn't look like you're doing that well.
There you go. Throw me something. All right. I got some of them nice white ones.
We got a lot more beads.
All
we get a lot more beats up here.
And we're in
wow.
Mel.
Well, Melanie is in Thibodaux, and that's where we're going now. I know you're having a good time. Ooh, I almost got those pearls.
Well, let me tell you something, Margaret. I think that we were heating up the airwaves a little too much with our happy birthday song, so we're going to keep that to a minimum here. It's a great day in Thibodaux. I think you and Dan work to deal with Mother Nature. It's gorgeous outside. And Susie, I have a fan for you. I think I found your twin this morning. We have another Dorothy here in Thibodaux with her lovely braids and her cute little gingham dress. And, of course, she is escorted by Madame Chapeau down here in Thibodaux. And tell us what that means.
It means Mrs. Hat.
Mrs. Hat, and I know that you're well known for wearing hats down here in Thibodaux, like the one you have on.
All the time.
Why
Every day. Everywhere.
Why? What's the big draw to wear hats?
I love hats.
You love hats?
All the time.
Well, it sounds good. We're glad to have you here. And, of course, Tisha has a message for us from one of the city council women.
Yes, and she has a special welcome that she wants to give us this morning. And what is that?
Thank you so much. We want to welcome WDSU-TV from New Orleans to our lovely city of Thibodaux. And we have a wonderful day and a wonderful crowd. And thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you so much. And speaking of hats, we have two other creative hats right over here. This is Matt and Mike. And where'd you get these hats?
In Lockport, at like Walmart, where we live in Lockport. Hey, Vanessa and Alvin and all my family.
And why did you choose these hats?
They're just different and just no reason. And I like to say hello to everybody in Lockport.
No more hellos.
Oh, and everybody in the NWO.
They chose the different hat, just kind of like this little head apparatus you have going on here. We like that.
That's my Cocoa Pebbles Flintstone special bone.
Well, we all have to have props like feathers and hats and all kinds of crazy things, but things are going great down here in Thibodaux. And, of course, 2 more parades coming this afternoon, and we'll see you in a little while. Norman and Susie, back to you.
All right, Marilyn Monroe is looking for JFK there somewhere in the crowd in Thibodaux, but I sure like that little Dorothy.
Yeah,
Isn't she cute?
Yeah, you know, these costumes are really popular this year. I had no idea. You know, I thought we'd do something that was very unique. Last year, we were Batman and Catwoman.
Right,
and, like,
because
we were
the movie had
only,
come out.
We were the only Batman and Catwoman masking on Fat Tuesday. Now, this year, I've seen at least 4 different people masking as Dorothy and the Lion. Must be popular,
just
huh?
hit the right note
I'm telling you, you know, creative people think alike, huh? I tell you what. You know what? The sun is shining today, and that's going to be an extra treat for us when Rex rolls down Canal, because the sun, the angle of the sun, it should be high noon, the angle of the sun hitting against the float, and the paper mache and the accents and the aluminum and the gold. It should be glinting in the sun as they roll down the street, gliding like they're on the river.
And you want to know something, Norman? This year, again, is Royal Gems, and that's a beautiful theme this year, but they already know the theme for next year. I talked to Henri Schindler, who does the floats. Of course, he wouldn't give me the theme for next year. That's a closely guarded secret. But this, of course, is a year-round business for the Rex organization. For us, it's a once-a-year party.
Yeah, we're going to take another break and come back and continue our special coverage of Mardi Gras 1998. Stay right where you are.
Oh, little live, little live.
Hold the elevator.
Want a mingle?
Ooh, brush your breath clean.
Get the tingle. Your signal. New Dentine is scrubbing, brushing your breath, fresher than ever.
It always does that.
How nice.
Brush your breath clean with new Dentine.
Finally, there's a health plan that's just as interested in keeping you healthy as it is in making you feel better. Total Health 65 from Oxnard Health Plan is the only plan with silver sneakers. Silver Sneakers is a health and fitness program with specially designed exercises. It's fun, you'll feel better, and you might even make new friends. And the best part, Silver Sneakers is provided to you at no extra cost. As a member of Total Health 65 from OHP, there are no planned premiums or deductibles. 100% hospitalization, $5 doctor visits, and a $1,400 pharmacy benefit. Call now for more information about Total Health 65 with the Silver Sneakers benefit. It's the health plan that's working to keep you feeling healthy. Total Health 65 from Oxnard Health Plan.
fire is destructive, but termites cause more damage than fire. Billiot Pest Control offers a free termite inspection and the latest treatment options, including baiting, chemical treatment, and tenting. Don't let termites eat you out of house and home. Call Billiot Pest Control today.
Don't replace that car, replace your engine. Give your car years of new life with a remanufactured engine from Pro Engine Sales. Financing available.
Quick Trim Weight Loss Clinics specialize in one thing, helping you lose weight. Don't go it alone. Call Quick Trim Weight Loss Clinics for help.
When the big story breaks, turn to experience. Turn to Louisiana's first Channel 6 News, making a difference together. Watch a Channel 6 I-Team investigation tomorrow at 10 on Channel 6 News.
Of course, we just see that commercial of you and me, Norman, in our normal lives, 364 days out of the year. But today, I'm Dorothy, and this is the Cowardly Lion, and this is the Wizard of Oz, and we're from Kansas.
There you go. We're not anxious to get back there either. We've got a lot more fun to explore, and we're going to go out to Metairie now, where they're exploring the beginnings of Argus with Steve Bellis and Bob Alvarez.
Well, I think Steve has had enough for one day.
I tell you what, Bob, the sun is hot out here, you know, and it would be a good idea if, you know, you're going to sit out here in your lawn chair and that sort of thing, to have plenty of sun protection, have the sunglasses, and a hat, of course, if that'll work for you. By the way, where's the parade?
The parade is looks like about a block away. They're getting ready now. We have some of the commemorative 50th anniversary WDSU cups that are
how nice.
Been going like hotcakes so far this morning. So what do you say we
let's toss them out. Here we go.
All
See,
right.
what we're doing is waiting for the parade because they're down there toasting and such. That's the Argus crew. And that, by the way, started off as an all-male crew years ago, and then it eventually became a family crew. So mix and match, of course. This is good. This is good way to get the word out, huh? Look at this.
I'll tell you exactly.
All right, here we go. Crew of Jeffersonians, and the crew of Jefferson is going to follow. By the way, that second crew started out originally, Bob, with 6 floats. They're up to 75. The other crew has about 2,000 riders with that.
Get out of here.
Yeah, so you better save the cups.
I'll save a couple of them.
Have you seen many maskers out there?
Not as many as I thought, I'll say that.
Yeah, this is true. It looks like we're the only ones in costume. I did see a potato family and some people from out of town. All right, I tell you what, we're going to throw some more and then toss it back to St. Charles Avenue, where there's plenty of action. Hey, St. Charles, what's going on?
Hey, Steve, we're now watching Garnet, the next float. And get this, Garnet is to inspire fidelity and avoid enchantments. I never knew that about garnets, and that's what's neat about this wonderful Rex Parade, is that you learn a lot about stones, and they all have different meanings, if you believe them or not, but that's neat. Inspire fidelity and avert enchantments. So we've got Heath down there in the street, and he is averting enchantments at this very time. Are you not? Well, apparently we can't hear Heath down there, but he's having a good time. I want you to know the parade has started moving again. We've got lots more to come. In fact, there are 20 floats in Rex, so there's going to be a lot to see, lots of different jewels. Of course, my favorite is the sapphire, and it's got a special meaning too, so you'll be learning about that in just a moment. This one has dragons on it, and that's to fend off the evil spirits, and they're all dressed in fiery red. So we're waiting for Garnet to come along and throw a whole bunch of beads, and we're going to have a good time, folks. Meanwhile, of course, the queen of carnival is Sidonie Swoop Villery. She is a 21-year-old LSU major in ceramics and fine arts, and she's fabulous. I got to meet her, and I know that she is really enjoying this beautiful day. Every now and then you get a light breeze, which feels good. Forecast high for today in the mid-70s, and then we're going to have a little bit more cloudiness moving in for tonight and into tomorrow, but that's not affecting today. Today is a gorgeous day, and here comes Garnet. And you know everybody's saying, throw me something, mister. I got some pearls. They're throwing throwing pearls, they're throwing cups, and you know what else? They're throwing moon pies. I love these moon pies. This one is a chocolate-flavored pie. We got a band that's going on. A little second line. We've got some Dukes coming, and then the next float as well. So a big time right here on St. Charles Avenue. But you know, I bet there's some risque stuff going on Bourbon Street. What's happening?
Believe it or not, we have some first-time Mardi Gras goers right here in the French Quarter, about 10,000 of their closest friends. Who is this young man over here?
My name is James Harper. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I would like to say hi to all my friends from Chester and Philadelphia. My buddy
Well, they can't see you in Philadelphia.
That's okay. And my buddy Dave. You know, we're out here just having a ball. It's lovely. I love it.
So is it what you expected Mardi Gras to be?
It's everything I expected it to be. It's great. It's just great. I love it.
So I'm sure you've had a good time bringing him here and experiencing all this wild things.
I've had a blast. It's been real fun.
Okay, great. And we've got more people over here.
We do.
Thanks for talking to us.
Mickey's what?
Mickey's Big Mouth malt liquor beer. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's what it's all about. We got a guy from Colorado back here. Two back? This is your first time at Mardi Gras, right? And what did you expect to see?
Well, I thought it was going to be nice, clean streets, and I'm kind of shocked here.
We're standing in about a foot of trash around Bourbon Street. No, not quite. That didn't happen until after midnight tonight when they cleaned the streets up.
Is it going to get worse?
Or better?
Shall we tell him to stick around? I mean, has it been what you expected?
Oh, yes, sir.
Like the parade's the best, huh?
What's the most outlandish thing you've seen?
Well, I haven't seen too much yet.
Have you guys prepared him for what he might see?
We just got here.
That's what I thought.
Like this right here.
We've got it's Pete Fountains coming down here. That's why the police are trying to clear the streets out. Tell me about what you bring back as far as memories to folks in Colorado.
Let's see. First impressions of New Orleans and just the people and the food.
And what's best? The food and the people.
That's a tie.
Oh, okay. Good diplomatic answer there. Where are you guys from?
Mandeville.
We live in Mandeville.
Mandeville. So you've been here before. You know what this is all about.
That's right.
This is Pete Fountain's Half-Fast Walking Club. Half-fast. You have to say that very carefully.
That's right.
Now, years ago, of course, they used to have parades in the French Quarter. I don't know if you were around then, but the fire code, they made them leave, so this is about the closest we're going to get to a parade.
I think this is it's hectic enough with just this, so I think that's probably the right thing to do.
That gives everybody here a taste of what it used to be like. I mean, it's tough to haul the big floats in and out of here, but they did do that.
People don't seem to mind. They're still getting all the beads and the fun. It doesn't seem that they mind that they're missing the parade in this area.
And there's Pete Fountain and John Goodman to his left right there, if you can see him. John, of course, is living here in New Orleans. He tries to get back here every time he can for any of the festivities that go on. I heard him on the radio this morning, and he says he just loves to come home for Mardi Gras.
Who doesn't? It's been a lot of fun down here. A lot of different costumes. I don't know if you can see it from where the camera's pointing to, but I know. Okay, there's a Christmas tree down the street. We've got Bam Bam and Pebbles over here.
Who else we got? Oh, they haven't moved the barricade over so they can get the parade in, so we'll let our police officer move that. Get a good shot of Pete Fountain up there doing his thing. All the people are not getting out of the way, unfortunately. But it's Pete Fountain's Half-Fast Marching Club, and eventually they'll be able to get down this way in Bourbon Street. But the color is here, the people are here, 10,000 of our closest friends. You've been down here before, you know what it's like. So right now, we're gonna go take a look at what it's like at Lee Circle. Let's go there.
Okay.
All right, we're back at Lee Circle. You're looking at the majorettes and the marching band from John McDonough High School. Finally, Zulu has started to make his way down through Lee Circle. And, you know, we got some cute, smiling women out here marching, although standing still for the moment.
We've had a taste of Zulu. They walked by just a minute ago. Some of the members walked by doing their traditional dance. It was great.
Yeah, Susan snapped a few pictures. In fact, she might even get her face done up. Next year, she'll be in Zulu.
Hopefully so. I love them. They're great. They have such spunk.
That's right. All right, well, we've got some young ladies out here. Maybe the young lady standing in front of me might even talk to me, huh? Who are you?
I'm Bernice Henderson.
And you're with McDonald?
John McDonald.
All right. Tell me a little bit about the band and a little bit about the young ladies marching.
Those are major races, the band John McDonald.
Yeah, pretty proud of them, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. All right. Well, we're going to see a little bit of the band come by here.
Okay.
And hear a little bit.
Nice band.
All right. We'll let you by.
Imagine a day outdoors without the runny nose. Imagine a day indoors without the itchy eyes. Make it happen with Benadryl. Most prescription allergy medicines don't promise indoor relief. Benadryl does. It's the histamine blocker that blocks histamines indoors and out. Get outdoor relief and indoor relief for you and your family. Benadryl. Imagine life without allergies.
The Money Store will now lend you more than the market value of your home with one low first mortgage rate. At other lenders, you can end up having two loans, a first mortgage and a high-rate second. But with the Money Store's no equity refi loan, you have just one loan at their low first mortgage rate to cut expenses, pay off credit cards, even get some extra cash. So call 1-800-LOAN-YES now and ask for the no equity refi loan, only at the Money Store.
As a Medicare recipient, your health matters to you and to those you love. That's why you owe it to yourself to know as much as you can about Advantage 65. Consider this. Advantage is owned by Louisiana's leading hospitals, including Touro Infirmary, with a long tradition of providing good care right here. And Advantage 65 is specially designed for folks with Medicare. This year, Advantage 65 has even more of the benefits you want. An improved prescription benefit that includes unlimited generic medicines with $10 copays and new dental benefits. Advantage 65 still has virtually no paperwork and an emphasis on keeping you in good health. Best of all, there's no plan premium beyond your regular Medicare Part B. For free information, call us, because the more you know about Advantage 65, the better you'll like it.
Richard Angelico, making a difference on Channel 6 News.
Welcome back to our continuous coverage of Mardi Gras 1998 here on WDSU Channel 6. And we caught our first glimpse of Zulu, Susan, just before we went to break. And I was thinking, as we watched them amble down St. Charles at Lee Circle, they must have been up to their old habits. You know, in 1909, when they first began, they had no real route. They had no official destination. They stopped at along the route at bars that paid for their you know, their social aid and pleasure club. And you know, right now they are about an hour late, if not more.
That's all right.
If
That's
not
all
more.
right. We'll be here till they get here.
Yes, we will be here. We just don't want them holding Rex up.
Now, we understand that Harry Lee's float broke down up in Argus in Metairie, so let's find out if that's the case. Let's go to Steve Bellis and Bob Alvarez. Well, all right, they're not ready yet. Let's go to Dan Milham, the Scarecrow, down on the street. Hey, Dan.
I'm finding people from different distances who have come here for Carnival. Hi, you guys are from where?
From Jersey, New Jersey.
From Jersey City, the city of the same name. Okay, first Carnival?
First Carnival. 7th time down here, first Mardi Gras.
Is that right? After all those times, you finally timed it so you're here for Mardi Gras.
Right.
When did you get into town?
Monday. Last Monday.
Day before his birthday.
You've been here over a week, in other words?
Over a week.
And have you got much sleep?
No, not much sleep. I'm sleeping in the car the last 2 days.
Is there something about it that is more fun for you, especially favorite thing about Carnival that you've enjoyed more than anything else?
Just the costumes and stuff like that.
Yeah, we see you people are getting in the spirit. That's nice to see.
We got it.
Sometimes the out-of-town folks like like to get into it a little more than the old jaded local folks. So can we assume that you'll be visiting us again?
Year 2000, that's for sure. I need a break. I need a break from this.
It's great to have people here from, and you know what your friends are doing back in Jersey right now.
Nothing.
Freezing. They're freezing cold.
They're freezing.
Now, I think we found, so far, this is the person that's come the longest distance to be here. Where are you from?
Belgium.
How long have you been in town?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yes.
Is this your first trip to Mardi Gras?
Yes.
Are you enjoying it? Did you know what to expect? Had you some idea what to expect? Did you know what was going to be like?
So what was it?
Okay. Will you come back?
Yes.
All right.
It's
That's
crazy.
what we want to know. That's what we want to know. So far, our longest trip to come here for Carnival from Belgium. Norman, Susan?
All right, Dan, we're going to go now to Lee Circle, where Zulu is finally round in the circle. Let's go to Ken Jones and Susan Roberts.
Oh, Susie and Norman, we can barely hear you out here, but the King just went by, followed by the King Zulu's band. The Soulful Warriors are going by right now. You can see them dressed up. They look great. Oh, hey, thanks.
A little something for Susan.
Hey, comes another one. That's fun. It's great. And I believe now the Shriners are coming through.
That's right. The Shriners start to come through at this point in their little doom buggies. We've had quite a few people catching quite a few things out here. Zulu throws a lot of beads and cups. No one has caught a coconut yet. And I'm waving and hoping to get...
Yet is the key word, Ken. We have got to catch a coconut.
Well, if they throw it, it would hurt pretty bad.
Our mission.
Hopefully they'll hand it to us.
Back to you, Susie and Norman.
All right, looks like the parade is finally wending its way down to Gallier Hall. I understand that perhaps one of the reasons that Zulu was a little tardy is that they added a new twist this year. The mayor and the police chief were on horseback leading the parade. You know, the mayor never gets anywhere on time. It's probably because he's so gregarious, he's got to stop and shake hands with everybody, all of his constituents along the route. So maybe that's why they were held up.
Well, that's something new this year. That'll be neat to see. It has been a wonderful morning so far. I don't think anybody's complaining about the wait because of all the years that we've had here, this is one of the nicest ones.
Yeah,
it's not too cold. You don't want it to hurry up and be over. It's plenty of time to hang out with your friends and look at the different costumes.
And you know, it's the one opportunity for the crew members to really show their stuff. Sure. So maybe they're soaking it up for all it's worth.
We hope you are too, and please stay with us. We'll be back with more of our live coverage of Mardi Gras 1998 right after
this. Charles and Beth Leroy are parents for the first time. Blaze and Linda Ferraccio are first-time owners of a house this big. Being 40 or 50 isn't what it used to be, and your local State Farm agent knows as you continue to change, so can your life insurance needs. Just call your nearby State Farm agent to help make sure your life insurance plan reflects where your life is headed. Because like Patrick Lavelle, you may be just starting out on your second career. State Farm understands life.
The Money Store will now lend you more than the market value of your home with one low first mortgage rate. At other lenders, you can end up having two loans, a first mortgage and a high-rate second. But with the Money Store's no equity refi loan, you have just one loan at their low first mortgage rate to cut expenses, pay off credit cards, even get some extra cash. So call 1-800-LOAN-YES now and ask for the no equity refi loan, only at the Money Store.
Long-lasting certs, cooling mint, plus a drop of Rexin to keep certs freshening your breath long after, way after the mint is gone. Certs, keep you cool longer.
What causes denture odor? Get close and you'll see. Germs. Efferdent Plus with Fresh Burst Listerine ingredients. It kills odor-causing germs. So you can get this close. Minty Efferdent Plus. Kill the germs, kill the odor.
Hello, New Orleans. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Even though Matthew here is supposed to be a professional reporter, I know for a fact he gets a number of his ideas from Channel 6 News.
What? No, I don't even know anybody at Channel 6 News.
It's an 8x10 of Susan Rose.
So that's personal, okay?
There's another 8x10. It seems to be Norman
They're all
Robbins.
whatever.
You can run, but you cannot hide.
Critics rave News Radio is irreverent, brilliant, and wonderfully funny. News Radio, Tuesdays after Mad About You on Channel 6.
You're watching Mardi Gras 1998 from historic WDSU television, Channel 6. We're celebrating our 50th anniversary, the first to broadcast Mardi Gras anywhere in the nation back in 1948. And we are located on Canal Street right now. We are awaiting the arrival of Zulu, who is just rounding Lee Circle. And close behind him is the monarch of merriment, the king of carnival, Rex.
The Lord of Misrule. Get one more in there, Norman. Let's go to Bourbon Street and see what Michael Marsh and Melanie Sanders are up to. Wow, well, you can see there's a huge crowd. You just can't hear them.
No, I think they got lost in the crowd. Let's bring our Mardi Gras aficionado in with us, who's joining us now, Dr. Errol Laborde, a good friend and always a knowledgeable friend who talks about the tradition of Mardi Gras, talks about the original meaning of Mardi Gras, and how, I guess, difficult it is to stay true to many of the traditions. But I do notice, Errol, if I might say so myself, from my just a very limited observation of this carnival season, it appears that people are returning to tradition.
I'd say the last few carnivals I felt sort of down about Mardi Gras. I find myself feeling really up now. I find that there's a real spirit out there now. A good example was this new crew that started, like Crew d'Etat. This Crew d'Etat, this is a new generation of people who are participating in Carnival. Their style of parade, it was the old style in terms of the float design. You know, it wasn't the big double-decker floats, and so it was truly tradition, yet it made some new statements. Instead of having a king, it had a dictator. And instead of having a ball after the parade, it had a revolution. And so it's a combination of the old style and a new spirit, and that tells me that there's new direction and new energy. So I really feel good about this carnival.
Errol, how successful do you think it has been, the media push and the police push to crack down on the raunchiness and bring this back to a family carnival?
Well, that's hard to gauge. I mean, there's still a lot that's going on in the French Quarter, but I'll tell you that if someone wants a family Mardi Gras, they can have it here. It just depends where you go and where you don't go. Along St. Charles Avenue, it's a beautiful sight. I mean, to see a parade going through that canopy of oaks along St. Charles Avenue, even in the French Quarter, around Lee Circle. I was walking around yesterday afternoon, and now on Mardi Gras, Zulu has a day-long celebration where they have bands and food booths and all that. And over at Riverwalk, they did this jazz king competition. So there's a lot of good things to do, and so someone can be here with a family. You may not necessarily want to be on Bourbon Street, but there's certainly a lot of places to go, and so I think Carnival can appeal to a lot of people in a lot of different directions.
What about the question of quantity over quality? Are we seeing too much of that?
In terms of parades?
In terms of parades,
I think so, yeah. I think that the city maybe has been a little bit too generous in allowing some parade permits, that there are some people who are putting on parades that just really aren't capable of doing it, and I don't think that does Carnival any good. If someone comes into New Orleans, there are some parades that I've seen, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I hope this is not somebody's first impression or only impression of what a Carnival parade is. And so I don't think we need more parades. I think we even need fewer, better parades. But I got to tell you, we can't think of Mardi Gras just in terms of parades. There's other things we can do, too. We can have street festivals, music competitions, and more costuming contests. It doesn't always have to be a parade. And so I would hope that if people want to do something new and different in Carnival, why a parade? I mean, don't go and rent secondhand floats. I mean, just go and create something new.
Well, you know, the one nice thing that we have seen, I think, is that while you have the family atmosphere out on St. Charles, you do have some craziness and some raunchiness in the French Quarter, but you also have today some really neat costumes. We've got Melanie Sanders and Michael Marsh out there now on Bourbon Street. What do you guys find?
It's getting pretty wild out here, actually, Susan. People have all kind of different costumes, screaming, drinking. It's pretty wild today.
Oh, you should have seen what we saw about 3 minutes ago.
We couldn't show you that.
We couldn't show you that. What we do have here is the Crew of Boo. Trust me, people do part when they come walking. What's the reaction been to your costumes?
It's been a good one.
Been a good one?
Yeah, great.
This guy, I don't even know if I can hear him.
Lots of pictures.
Lots of pictures. You guys are posing, right? Frankenstein's posing. We got
some guests here from Baton Rouge, right? Are you guys having a good time? So this is not your first Mardi Gras?
No, it ain't. This is our 5th year here, baby. Woo!
without getting too, you know, risque, what have you been doing since you've been here?
Looking at big boobs.
Okay, that's
Been drinking beers.
okay. We get the point. We get the point. Okay.
And what we got over here is sort of like the crew of troglodyte guys, huh? Who came up with the idea this time? You did. Cavemen or troglodytes, whatever.
Neanderthal.
Neanderthal. Boy, was I way off, huh? And you guys are, well, this is a Viking woman.
Right.
Right. Hagar the Horrible and his wife.
Where are you guys
And
from?
We're from New Orleans.
Okay. Where's Hagar? And you guys?
They're from Minnesota.
From Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Hello. Well, you dress like a Viking almost.
Cottage Grove. Same.
I love the accent. This your first time down here?
I'm retired from 3M, and this year I've been down here since 1980.
Very good.
Okay.
Is it everything you expected?
Oh, yes. We have fun all the time. We have too much fun.
Yeah.
It's warm today. It's beautiful.
Finally, huh? Finally. All right. Thank you all very
We
much.
have a variety of costumes out here, as you can see. All kind of stuff from all covered up to kind of risque.
Right. We saw that earlier. That's right.
We can't show you that. Let's head over to Metairie now.
Okay, we're in Metairie, of course, on Veterans Highway, not too far from Severn. There's a big slow-up at this point. We checked with the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office, or one of the guys on the street anyway, not the whole department, and they said that float 12, the Harry Lee float, can you believe this? If this is, exactly what the problem is broken down or something. So the parade is way behind at this point. But I tell you what, there's a lot of activity over at the Mike Ditka tent over there, and that's where my partner Bob Alvarez is. You joined the crowd. Hey, Bob.
Hey, Steve, thanks a lot. How's this for 1 year? I get promoted to a cardinal, and now I'm hanging out with all the big shots here in New Orleans. Your name, sir?
Jimmy O'Flynn.
Is this your son?
Yeah, sure is. Jonathan.
And what do you do for the company?
I'm a driver.
See that? Just like the commercial, we found the driver.
The driver.
Having fun today?
Oh, yeah.
Now, you guys have been coming out here for some years, huh?
Oh, yeah, for about 4 years now. Three to 4 years.
And you enjoy your spot right here?
Oh, yeah, it's perfect.
Now, how did you guys land Ditka? He wanted, I understand that I guess he wanted to be with a local company here?
Yeah, he wanted to be with a local company. I guess Big Shot, you know, being a local company.
You know what? I've never tasted a Big Shot. I mean, the beverage.
It's great. You ought to try the pineapple.
The pineapple, they say, is the best. Steve, back to you.
Well, I tell you what, Big Shot is the way to go. And, of course, Iron Bob strikes again. Give him a blessing over there, Bob. Yeah. All right. Now, as Bob is blessing the Big Shots over there, and Iron Bob, thank you very much. Let's go to Bourbon Street and find out what's going on. Hey, guys.
This is unfortunately one of our own at Channel 6, and look what he has for us. Hubie Vigru, the percussionist. We don't exactly know what he is today. Hey, Hugh, what are you supposed to be? Crazy? Well, we already knew that. I won't be in today. We obviously heard about that, too. How do you get the day off? I'll go in at 2. 2 o'clock. He'll be in. He'll be crazy. He actually is a percussionist. What's the board you're playing? That's my Yamaha. I want to thank you for my Yamaha. He's a native, you can tell. Clark Davis bought that for me for Christmas. That's our boss. Somehow I don't think that happened. I'm supposed to give it to his son, Kyle. Don't want to hear the rest of this. Oh, boy. See, Mardi Gras brings out the best and the worst sometimes. Hubie Vigru, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to Canal Street.
Now, you know, one thing that I think is really neat, Errol Laborde, is that I have seen the old footage. We've seen it from 54, the old Mardi Gras, and usually you'd see men dressed up in hats and ladies dressed up, and only a few people in costume. But I think over the years, the whole city has come to decide that costuming is the way to go to share in the spirit.
People always think that costuming is on a decline, and I think it's because they remember Carnival as a little kid, and from a little kid, all the impressions you have of costuming. But you're exactly right. You look at the old photos, and those people weren't costumed at all. Most often, the women were dressed in long dresses, the men were in suits. And the type of costuming we have now is really maybe since the 50s or so, and I have no reason to believe that costuming is on a decline, and indeed it may be increasing.
An interesting observation is that you find a lot of the costuming, if not most of it, along the parade route where you find the families with children and together there with their friends, where they've established ladders and lawn chairs and barbecue.
I saw a group a while ago dressed as El Nino. Now, how do you dress as El Nino?
That's an interesting question.
They had ponchos and sombreros and weather propellers on, and they carried the cross. Let me tell you, they defied El Nino today.
I'm telling you, man, there's no question about it. We can't even spell El Nino today because our weather is grand. It's a spectacular day here in New Orleans, perhaps the grandest of any day that we've had the pleasure of bringing Mardi Gras to you, certainly over the last 5 years.
Now, you know, a little bit later we're going to get that wonderful costume contest down in the quarter. The cross-dressing costume
Which
contest.
is another category of costuming altogether right there. Yeah, right.
You know, I think the best costume I ever saw was a duo costume. It was the guy and a girl together, Tabasco, a bottle of Tabasco, and a plate of oysters. Pretty good, huh?
There you go, the kind of costume that former Governor Edwin Edwards could really appreciate. You know, we haven't seen a lot of political statements being made in costumes outside of the Monica Lewinsky, Bill Clinton controversy. Outside of that, we haven't really seen a lot of political statements being made. We've seen statements being made about the loss of our local icons like K&B and Krauser's. But to the degree that people are making political statements, there have been very few.
It's not a very political year. It feels like a downswing on politics. Our mayor's election was low-key. The governor's election, I think, is going to be low-key. And so we're in a low level. I wanted to mention one thing, that I have one of the most hazardous jobs in all of Mardi Gras, which is sitting next to you two when the parade passes, because you two get barraged with throws. I get pelted by sort of like the
Errol,
overthrow.
duck.
Okay.
Just
Errol,
duck. You and I will duck.
I want you to know that is not by design that you're sitting on the outside this year. This is merely coincidental.
But I do want to mention, a while ago they had a marching group that passed by called Mondo Khao, and they handed me a gold banana. So at least now this is not the same thing as a coconut. I mean, in terms of prestige, but it's a first step. This is a new marching group, and that's impressive. The marching groups they come down. We had the Pete Fountain group that came by, and let me tell you, Pete Fountain's group has really gotten bigger because he's now in the truck. Driving there, and then he has like 2 or 3 support vehicles that are following him, and then he has this whole barrage of guys with wheelbarrows that are following that, picking up beads and stuff, and just carrying stuff, and so it's a big operation.
I think the walking groups, even 5 years ago, were more ragtag, really the ragtag predecessor to the grand floats of Zulu and Rex, and this year they're really together. I mean, they really look good.
Yeah, it's a good day, and if you remember 2 years ago, they had that incident where there was a misunderstanding with the police, and some marching groups had to get out of the parade, and so I think all that's resolved. And so they're in full force now.
I'm wondering what happened to the Jefferson City Buzzards, the oldest marching group, formed back in 1890. I haven't seen them. Last year we didn't see them. We thought they got pulled out of the parade before they reached this point, and we haven't seen them to this point yet. We're just wondering where they are.
I believe they're positioned now between Zulu and Rex, so we might see them after Zulu.
Well, we'll take a break and be right back.
All right.
Hello, I'm Alec Gifford, Channel 6 News.
And I'm Dr. Larry Cortez, Medical Director for Total Health 65 from the Oxner Health Plan.
Join us on Channel 6 News midday every Wednesday for the latest on health issues concerning folks who are our age, right?
Informative and practical, Alec. Senior-focused Total Health.
Every Wednesday on Channel 6 News midday.
Brought to you by Channel 6 and Total Health 65 from Oxner Health Plan.
I lead a hectic life. Sometimes I get irregular. I heard X-Lax changed its formula, but I don't want something different. I want something I know I can trust. Correctol.
Now, even more women trust Correctol to work gently overnight, the way it has for years.
Like clockwork.
Correctol, gentle, dependable overnight relief.
What will a free Merle Norman makeover do for you?
Find out by calling for an appointment with a professionally trained beauty advisor. We'll show you how to go from what's her name to what's her number, and from standing in the shadows to lighting up a room. Don't miss this opportunity to achieve a beautiful new you. Don't wait. By calling now for your free beauty makeover, you'll receive a free gift of beauty essentials with a minimum purchase. Merle Norman Cosmetic Studios, the place for the beautiful face.
WDSU and 6 on Your Side salute the 100th anniversary of the National Council of Jewish Women.
Over the past century, the Council has been in the forefront with key community action and advocacy programs. To celebrate 100 years of community service, the Council gives you the event of the century, featuring Marcia Ball on March 8th. For tickets, call 864-8000.
WDSU and the National Council of Jewish Women, making a difference together.
I want you to know we have a street happening. The Riverside Ramblers, right there, having a good time. And we also have the Chinese swim team getting involved as well. I mean, Rex has stopped, no problem. We're having a good time here. Get down and have fun and listen. He's going to dance. We're going to have fun. Heath, what you doing?
It's a free concert out here. What do you see on St. Charles when the parade stops? What in the world are you doing?
Chinese women's swim team, the one and only, the testosterone league, Chinese women's swim team.
You dance divinely.
Thank you. We won a few medals. Now we're going on to bigger and better things.
You got to all yourself there, baby. All right.
We got kicked off the swim team for steroid use. It's wrong. All right, let's look this wall.
Now look at this. We got somebody who knows how to get down. I mean, take it away.
This is outstanding. Free concert with the Riverside Ramblers. When the parade stops, come here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is this great or what?
Oh, man. It's a great Mardi Gras day. And we're just happy to be able to do the things we love best, and that is regaling people from all over the world. They come right here, our backyard, in New Orleans. We got the best music in the world, the best news team, Channel 6, NBC, the best. You know what? We're the Riverside Ramblers. Every Rex in this parade, he's going to remove on the snare drum.
How do you feel about sweating?
Oh, man. I just love it. I just love it. You know, we got John Eagle on the tuba, Brother Leo Williams on the trombone, Brother Rick Charleston on the trombone, Brother Todd Grace on the trumpet, and yours truly, Sullivan Dan on the bass.
And they are the Riverside Ramblers Brass Band.
Got a little rambler right there.
Oh, I see some dancing. Can you dance, darling? Can you dance? Do me a second line. Give me a little second line. There you go. You're doing fine down there, just fine. Where else can you get this? A free concert. The parade stops and everybody's the better for it, right, Margaret?
I tell you, this is New Orleans. This is fabulous. Watch these guys and just listen. Well, I want you to know that there is a float behind this group, and it's the Moonstone float. And I'm told that if you put a moonstone in your mouth during a full moon, you'll be able to see the future. But this I can tell you, the future today is looking fine. Take it away, Riverside Ramblers. All right, Bourbon Street, I know you got some fun over there, but man, it's fun here.
Some Dixieland with us here, and it looks like they got their own volcano too.
How did you come up with the idea?
The idea.
Oh, it was his idea. He's one of the co-captains.
What's the significance of the volcano?
Well, we're doing a theme of Blue Hawaii, and we figured with the volcanic eruptions, we just had to throw something in there. We have the High Priest and Elvis.
And beach balls, too, and yeah, with Hawaii. So it's Mount Kilauea that's erupting here, huh?
Hawaiian girl in the front and all the Hawaiian girls in the back.
And this is supposed to be? That's Elvis in Hawaii?